3 weeks in a relationship with Thara didn't go especially well. As a result, I woke up totally disheveled in a side alley one night and came to discover that the Ankh was gone. Oh, I feel like someone's just whacked me over the head with a club. Hey, what happened to the Ankh? Did I sell it? That can't be. Otherwise, I'd have some money. Did I trade it in for beer? At the moment, that's definitely what I would do. Did someone steal it from me? That would be typical in Cairo. Oh well, it hasn't brought me much luck anyway. It says,
"My darling Assil, why in the world have you spurned me? My bed is warm, the sheets are silk, and I lie here longing to be taken in your manly arms. Why are you hanging out with those losers when you could have the most beautiful and desired woman in Egypt? Your future wife in any case, the daughter of the pharaoh."
Ah, nice letter. It's too bad though that Thara found it and interpreted it in totally the wrong way.
According to paragraph 4, section 3 of the Night Watchman Regulations, no one is permitted to enter.
You're being a bit picky, aren't you?
Yep, and that's why I'm also the only night watchman who has to be here.
Uh-huh. And obviously you aren't afraid of anything.
Like all of the Pharaoh's guards, we night watchmen are fully fearless.
You aren't afraid of anything?
Nothing.
Not even crocodiles?
Humpycock! Who in their right mind would be afraid of crocodiles?
Not even venomous snakes?
Venomous snakes? They're always disposed of by the snake warning and taming guys.
Not even slime eagles?
Ugh! Slime eagles! Well, I might be just a little bit afraid if I'd see one of those.
Forget it. No way am I gonna slip on a slime eagle mask. Yuck.
Thanks.
Assil, Building Protection Agency of Cairo South. Let me in. I have to inspect the locks.
I'm dutifully at your service. The situation is fully under control, Mr. Assil.
At ease, you minion.
Only after the end of my shift.
Me and the Pharaoh are good buddies. He even offered me half of Egypt one time.
Well, if you're looking for a night watchman for all the palaces in your half of Egypt, and should happen to pay more than this Pharaoh geezer does, it'd be my pleasure to knock up a copy of my resume for you.
An empty wooden box in which there is no Ankh.
Ah, Assil! Nice to see you! How nice to see the guardian of the Ankh again! Even if you do look rather disheveled, dirty, and quite bearded. But where exactly is the Ankh?
Yeah, that's slightly embarrassing. I was robbed.
Robbed?
Yeah, and I don't know who it was.
By the gods! Assil, listen up! You are the guardian of the Ankh! Your fate is interwoven with that of the Ankh! Your soul sits on those scales from Osiris. Without the Ankh, not only your life, but those of all Egyptians are at stake!
Uh-huh. That's supposed to impress me?
Let me rephrase that in your modest words. Imagine you had to marry the burger flipper Olga, and you'd be together for the rest of eternity.
Oh my gods! What do I have to do to prevent that?
No matter how, get back the Ankh That's the only way to ensure that the gates to the underworld will remain sealed.
You could have let me know sooner that I'm the guardian of the Ankh.
I thought you knew that.
The first part was so confusing, how could I possibly understand that I was the guardian of the Ankh?
Well, that's 1 point to you.
But you're clairvoyant. Can't you see who stole the Ankh from me?
Must you always tease me about my ailment? I just don't see so good anymore.
Concentrate!
Okay, I see. Ooh, ugly mugs.
Are those the thieves of the Ankh?
I haven't the foggiest idea. They could also have been hopefuls for Egyptian idol.
All right, I'll go look for the Ankh.
Someone must have seen something. You must hunt down those thieves of the Ankh.
A marvelous hookah, don't you think?
Can I borrow it just for a minute?
Not even if you were prepared to leave your head here as security. Say, old fella, would you kindly get out of the way of my midnight sun? You're encumbering the Arabian ambassador. I carry out demanding and critical tasks here.
Assil, Immigration Department. May I see your visa?
Visa? I've had bestowed upon me the blessing of the Pharaoh.
Anyone could come along and say that.
Hey, I've already been in Egypt for 10 years.
I'm sorry, but I didn't make the laws here.
The city guards are sure to take a keen interest in your diplomatic misdemeanors.
I'm sure I can make an exception just this once.
I hope so, too. Say, old fella, would you kindly get out of the way of my midnight sun? You're encumbering the Arabian ambassador. I carry out demanding and critical tasks here.
The Arabian ambassador? Thara's father?
You know my daughter? I haven't seen Thara in weeks.
That's probably because it was me, not you, who broke her out of jail back then.
Which jail?
She insulted the pharaoh and was locked up.
I know. It's another disciplinary measure which didn't bear fruit.
Disciplinary measure?
Thara's always been drawn to the high life of a rebel. There is only one thing that can dampen her desires.
Declare her insane?
No, marriage.
What?
Unfortunately, to this day, I still haven't been able to track down the right Egyptian prince. Someone who has a kingdom, or at least half of one.
Thara and I want to get married. Can I call you Dad?
Get married? Her? To you? What hogwash!
Are you trying to tell me that I'm not her type?
Ah, yes. The man of Thara's dreams would be more muscular, less impudent, and blonde.
I am muscular. I just don't show it off.
In any case, you're clearly not Thara's type, my boy. It's nice to see you again, my friend.
Do you know who robbed me? Or where my Ankh is?
I've seen a lot of characters stroll by here today who looked like they were capable of the odd criminal caper or two. Most of them went down the stone steps.
So that's why people call you Volcano. You're a fire eater.
I would prefer to call myself an entertainer, but there's not much of a crowd here today. There are normally at least a few adorable little street urchins who hang around and annoy me with a blowtube.
See you later.
You bet we will. Say, old fella, would you kindly get out of the way of my midnight sun? You're encumbering the Arabian ambassador. I carry out demanding and critical tasks here.
Since when is toking on a hookah a demanding task?
As an ambassador, you have to be able to wrap your head around a lot of important issues concerning diplomacy, customs and conventions, espionage, bugging devices, the latest turban fashion, and, of course, about hookahs.
I get the feeling that you're just hanging around here.
What do you think? Why do so many people want to become civil servants?
Pardon me, I think I got the wrong house number.
You still haven't got the Ankh back in your possession? Time flies like an arrow.
Don't worry, I'm working on it.
Get a move on! You still haven't got the Ankh back in your possession? Time flies like an arrow.
Wasn't that the store of the merchant Dinar?
Yeah, old Dinar up and left without a trace a few weeks back.
I wasn't completely innocent of that tragedy. He was grilled alive by electric eels.
Ah, whatever. I had a vision. I've always dreamt of opening up a lucrative store. I call it Tut and Win.
What are you flogging off in your new store?
It's quite simple. I look into the future, and then I sell you the results of whatever sporting event takes your fancy.
Sounds interesting. So what can I bet on?
The big game is coming. It'll be an unforgettable clash of the titans between all of the best teams in all of Egypt.
Do you have any hot betting tips for me?
Of course, a surefire tip for just 30 pieces of silver.
Here's a suggestion. I get it for free, and in exchange I prevent the end of the world coming.
All right, I'll make an exception, but this time only. Here is my prediction. Perhaps it will even assist you in your search.
Have you seen any shady characters with golden shiny loot lately?
Indeed.
Really? Where did they go?
They asked me if I knew of a place where they could get really wasted, so I pointed them in the direction of that new bar down the road.
Are you selling cocktails again?
Oh, sure. Are you gonna buy one?
Sure.
All right, then be off with you.
Oh, hello, lovely girl. High time to get that humdrum fuzz restyled into the latest hair, like from the harems of Luxor, don't you think?
Haircut? What happened to the tailoring?
Well, I don't really know. The takings just kept on diminishing. Even though I tailored so many beautiful things, they were all the rage.
I can easily imagine that your customers were all in rage.
I decided to draw on my many talents and diversify into a new field.
Looks like you haven't upgraded anything on your glasses.
Why would I want to do that?
Say, is your hearing just as good? Do I also sound like a chick?
Well, you do sound a tad masculine for a girl, but I find that somewhat arousing.
Have you, through some bizarre circumstances, seen anyone wearing an Ankh?
But of course!
Really? Who?
I saw everything with my own two eyes. They were two ugly women.
Really?
One of them was way over 6 feet tall, and the other was just knee-high.
Mm-hmm.
They said that they wanted to go to a watering pit where they could guzzle enough to knock out a hippo for a week.
You have really been a great help.
I think that the lady with the raspy voice who sells the wine might have gotten a better look at them.
See you later.
You're ugly!
An elaborate birdcage containing an elaborate parrot.
You're ugly!
Hey, Assil, what happened to all your cool tattoos?
Are you referring to the death curse that almost cast my soul into the fathomless abyss of the underworld for the rest of eternity?
That's what I like about you, your dramatic flair.
I defeated the mighty Osiris and revoked my curse.
And you made such a song and dance about it, and it almost frightened us out of our wits.
I descended to the underworld, I died, and now I have risen again.
You could write a book about that, and if it's any good, I could publish it for you.
And now I'm gonna go look for the guys who stole my Ankh.
I see. Unfortunately, I've still got a lot to do tonight, but maybe we can talk about it some other time.
A fat lot of help you are.
Listen, I've got to keep my poor sick uncle's business above water. Let's talk when you actually want to buy something.
An elaborate birdcage containing
Don't
an
like
elaborate
you!
parrot.
Just let me know when you want to buy something. Just let me know when you want to buy something. Just let me know when you want to buy something.
I don't steal from good friends. At least not this time.
Just let me know when you want to buy something.
I'd like to buy this shiny blue vase.
It's already reserved for the wine merchant.
A sparkly blue vase. I'd like to buy this sturdy clay vase.
The clay hasn't dried yet. Just let me know when you want to buy something. Oh, unfortunately, that's not for sale.
Not even for me?
Especially not to you, ex-half-pharaoh.
Can I at least just borrow it?
Borrow? What do you intend to do with him?
I've wanted to buy one for ages and just wanted to see what it's like.
You want to try out the luxury goods before you buy them? Very sensible. You can borrow it, but bring it back in one piece.
Of course. After it's sun-dried, it's an important resource for maintaining life in the desert.
Hey, beat it! You look a mess. This here is the VIP entrance to the Wild Mummy, the trendiest in-crowd bar in the whole of Cairo.
This time I really am a VIP, the king of the night, vanquisher of the mummy, guardian of the Ankh.
Guardian of the Ankh? I don't see no Ankh.
The theoretical guardian of the Ankh.
And I'm practical by nature, so don't go wasting my precious time.
Come on, what do I have to do to get in here?
Sorry, but while you still have that shaggy beard of yours, you're staying outside with it.
Shaggy beard? What kind of absurd house rule is that?
I didn't make the rules, little buddy, but I do make sure that they're being followed.
Come on, between friends.
The friendship stops at the shaggy beard.
Do you still know how to do the Camella Loca?
Of course, the summer dance that the pharaoh made up. 1 step to the left, 2 steps to the... just a minute. This is not going to happen to me again. Again.
I wouldn't have thought that we'd be having words again so quickly.
And the programmers didn't either. And now they'll just have to act as if all of this was planned from the very beginning.
I'll try to sneak past you later.
I have ears like a lynx.
He's tailored all sorts.
Oh, hello, lovely girl. High time to get that humdrum fuzz restyled into the latest hair, like from the harems of Luxor, don't you think?
Well, I guess a shave wouldn't do me any harm.
A shave? How peachy! The bearded lady look is really so last season now. Let's get started right away.
Just wait a minute.
Yes?
How many people have you actually shaved?
Well, to be honest, it's strange, but no one's ever wanted a shave till now. So you're my first customer.
Can you tell me something about the tools of your trade?
You've the pick of 2 methods to get your face baby smooth again. There's the excruciatingly painful hot wax method, or the quick cutthroat blade method. It's odd, but everyone goes for the hot wax method. It must be the in thing. Even though I have a wonderfully sharp knife here, sharp enough to carve a turkey.
Oh, speaking of turkey, I think that I've still got one in the oven at home. Bye!
Wait! Wait! Grab hold of some hot wax, and we'll use that method if you like.
So, hot wax. Let me see. What's in there? Maybe it could help me, if I could just get to it. What's in there? Maybe it could help me, if I could just get to it. A little box. The poor bird has seen better days, and it's also had more feathers. A seal and a piece of wax. What? As soon as I'm not home for a few days, my dad chucks out all my childhood memories. My grandfather brought me that back as a souvenir from Abu Simbel. I pinched this off of George, the friendly mummy. Whoops! What? Dad chucked out my old Russian Nefertiti figurine? Maybe this'll help me. I put it in there. That won't work. Can you melt this wax?
Child's play. Fluid like goat's milk.
Thanks. There you go.
This'll only take a minute. Please take a seat.
Is this going to hurt?
Yes?
Oh, great. Ah! How in the world did he manage to leave my goatee?
Oh, I could have possibly overlooked something.
Help!
Hang on a second. No one gets past Bulbul.
Hey, didn't you notice something?
Well, let's see.
The beard is gone. Now step aside, pal.
Not so fast.
What now?
Well, so, you can't come in because of your...
Superfly coolness?
Okay, why not? Welcome to the Wild Mummy, and don't go breaking anything.
Me? Never.
First pay your tab. What good are regular customers who are regularly broke?
A chimney poker that could be put to a multitude of uses.
Rich again.
A heap of useful tools.
And that's the day you'll get... First pay your tab.
But I'm a regular.
What have you done? My poor parrot!
Hey, don't make such a scene.
Don't make a scene? It's hardly got any feathers left.
Is this chump causing any trouble, boss lady?
It's okay, Bulbul. I can manage him on my own.
I'll never speak another word to you again, Assil.
What good a regular customer?
Someday I'll be stinking rich again.
And that's the day you'll get your next cocktail.
Well, I guess that it's good time to be heading off to pay my respects to your rival, the wine man.
Assil, dude! We haven't seen each other for ages!
For ages? For 3 weeks, you mean? At your going-away party in the pyramid? That ended up costing me a lot more than just a couple of beers.
3 weeks? Seems like it's been a whole year. I took off for Luxor straight after the party, but then I got the yearning to come back to the provinces for a while. You know, to check up on things.
Since when has Cairo been provincial?
Hey, once you set foot in Luxor, you realize just how much of a Hicksville Cairo really is. The city's got no future. It's going down the Nile without a paddle.
So you don't know what happened after the party?
No, how could I?
I'm sure you recall the mummy. It put a death curse on me, then I...
Uh-huh. That's so totally interesting, dude.
So then suddenly I got the Ankh.
Bottle opener? Hey, that's like so outdated. You won't catch anyone wearing junk like that in Luxor.
Anyway, and then I even had to descend to the underworld and Osiris.
Hey, sounds like you got yourself mixed up in some pretty wicked stuff, but... Dude, Assil, you gotta come see me in Luxor sometime. I'm telling you, forget everything that you've heard about the big city life, or about the stuff that's happened to you in this hick town. Luxor, that is the place to be. Dude, you have to go there. Life pulsates there. It's all just one big coming and going. People party through the night there. And the chicks, dude, the chicks!
Have you ever heard of the saying, all the luxuries in all the world can't bring with them true happiness?
Sure, but that's just a rumor.
As a renowned expert on Luxor, you're sure to have some advice for me.
Sure, the hippest joint in Luxor is the casino. You can catch some really far-out shows there every night. Everything you need to know about this joint is smack bang on this flyer here.
Talk to you later.
If I haven't suffocated by then. It's totally stuffy in your dive.
You don't look too happy.
I'll be honest with you. I'm sure I've already guzzled my fair share of cocktails today. Anyhow, a few weeks back, during a scorcher of an afternoon, right after the big game, I was giving it my best shot at flogging off my last slave for a confiscatory price. A totally crazy Joe, but he did know a thing or two about soccer. And then I had a blackout. Something knocked me over and the slave was gone. So that took care of my last cash reserve. Ever since then, I just haven't been able to get back on my feet. I don't know what it was that knocked me out. But I do know that it took with it my last honeypot of sustenance. And with it my courage. Not to mention my self-respect. Now I'm just a shadow of my former self. Of the happy-go-lucky, carefree, innocent, and scrupulous slave driver I once was.
How about taking your mind off things with some good old honest work?
I just don't know. The slave trade just doesn't do it for me anymore. Say, are you by any chance interested in getting into the slave business?
No, actually I'm not.
Just think about it. You'd never have to worry about having a roof over your head or something to eat.
Because I wouldn't actually have either of these anymore, and I would be at the mercy of my master.
I can get you fixed up with some charming employers, not to mention the high-yield employees savings scheme.
What does that look like?
Every week you get a shovelful of gravel. And if you watch your pennies, just within a few decades, you might have enough to build a house.
That's about as silly as the man who believed that real rats wrote for the daily papyruses.
Oh, let's forget about it for now. But remember to come see me again when you change your mind.
Can I do something for you?
If you can't give me a slave or something to drink, you could at least give me some money so that I could buy myself a slave or something to drink. Maybe a game of chance isn't such a bad idea. That's gotta be a surefire way of getting back into the money.
You'll soon bounce back onto your feet.
Maybe if I win the lottery.
I've been informed that you're well in the red with him too.
Hey, thanks for the hot betting tips. I'll soon be able to rebuild my mighty empire of slaves.
It brings a tear to my eye to be able to make the world just a little bit better.
Can a guy get something to drink around here?
First pay your tab.
Hello.
You poor man, I'm sure that something terrible's happened to your face.
Well, at least you think I'm funny.
What do you mean by that?
Take the Pharaoh, for instance. He obviously doesn't find me funny because he fired me.
Tough luck, buddy.
Anyway, I wasn't thrown to the lions because of the current lion shortage.
But working as a comedian is, you know, silly.
It's the oldest profession in the world.
The oldest profession? I thought that was...
Pyramid building? No way! That's what those architects are always saying, but humor is the oldest profession in the world!
Is it really possible to earn a quick piece of silver with a load of baloney?
Yeah, just have to be enough chumps to fall for it. But at least I can say that I'm doing that which the gods have chosen for me. That which is my only talent. Now, if someone would just give me the chance to be able to step out into the limelight in front of a large, discerning crowd.
I hope you don't know any jokes.
Yeah, sure! You want to hear some?
Spare me.
Too bad.
I'm sure that you've got things to do. I don't want to keep you.
Do you know what the problem is? There aren't any places in Cairo where a comedian can go to earn his bread. Nowhere. Except for the palace. And now that the Pharaoh has done away with unemployment benefit, you'll probably find me working in a quarry before long.
Yep, what a cruel world.
Well, at least you find me amusing.
A bit of honest labor would do you no harm.
Reaction way.
What's so bad about the quarry?
Yeah, well, maybe the fact that the average quarrier snuffs it after toiling in the quarry for 2 weeks.
I'll come back when I found a job for you.
Ah, if only a big theater would come along and offer me a job.
Goopy date juice. You went to school with me.
Hello, Assil. The air is so thick in here that I can hardly breathe. Can't anyone do something about it?
So what's Luxor like?
Dude, Assil, you gotta come see me in Luxor sometime. I'm telling you, forget everything that you've heard about the big city life. Or about the stuff that's happened to you in this hick town. Luxor, that is the place to be. Dude, you have to go there. Life pulsates there. It's all just one big coming and going. People party through the night there. And the chicks, dude, the chicks!
Luxor may have the swishiest chicks, but Cairo is still the leader in criminal statistics.
But only because the wild parties in Luxor haven't been banned yet.
Talk to you later.
If I haven't suffocated by then. It's totally stuffy in your dive.
I've moistened the stamp.
What should I do with that?
Looks kinda official.
What should I do with that?
I don't believe that I've properly introduced myself yet. Assil, talent scout. We're still searching for the next comedy sensation to star at the casino in Luxor.
The casino? In Luxor? By the holy jokes that have bombed in the past. Why, that's my lifelong dream. I'm the man you're looking for. My jokes are legendary. The pharaoh walks into a brothel.
No, that's okay.
Thank you. I won't let you down, buddy. Nor my hordes of future screaming fans in Luxor.
It doesn't seem to work. Oh, I know. I should probably put some money in it first.
Shut up, Rasaltine. It's about time that the service personnel decided to show up. You somehow look familiar to me. But then again, you Cairo people all look alike to me.
Do I look like I'm the innkeeper, chick?
We're getting bored.
How about something to drink?
Not interested. We're looking for some big city entertainment. Something that can only be found here. Something modern, with style. Style!
But it's true. I thought it was a metropolis. Like in Luxor.
Waiter! We wouldn't mind a bit of distraction. What sort of tea?
In the figurative sense?
You here? So did you quit working at the camel wash?
And you found the way to Cairo after all.
First of all, Red Sea Aquarium, our fearless leader, ditched us back in Giza. We twiddled our thumbs for half an eternity before he finally returned. And oddly enough, he succeeded in burning all of our money. And he reeked of wine. And then we were finally ready to get rid of our smuggled goods from Abu Minar.
Shut up, Rasaltine. You're going to land us all in jail.
I think I'd better be quiet.
What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Take a look at him.
But I'm a regular.
This'll improve the taste a bit.
That sure smells funny. I'll go and get some new tobacco.
Not the best thing to do when you meet your future father-in-law. A sparkly blue vase. A hairy, scruffy beast.
What good are regular customers who are regularly broke?
Here, toke on this hookah.
Ah, finally.
So here's your beer, but the guy with his head crashed on the table isn't getting anything else.
What a dump.
It's always a joy to do a good deed for a good person.
You're still here. Ah, that's exactly what I meant. Sophisticated entertainment for a man of the world. Sit back and relax.
Don't overdo it. Remember the ban on tobacco advertising.
I get the strange feeling that they smoke some strange stuff.
Someday I'll be stinking rich again.
And that's
I've put
the
the
day
coins
you get
in.
your next cocktail.
With my trained eye, I can see that the record needle is broken.
Well, I guess that it's
With my trained eye, I can see that the record needle is broken. That's the bee's knees.
I've been informed that you're well in the red with him too.
Can't a guy get something to drink around here?
This awful smoke in here is stinking the whole place up. There really should be a law to ban smoking in bars. Hey, this stinking table wobbles too! It stinks! Oh, how I yearn for a table that doesn't wobble!
El buy all import export.
First pay your tab.
A regular.
I can't get this thing open.
What good are regular customers who are regularly broke?
Someday I'll be stinking rich again.
A typical sack of grain. There are some people behind it. There are some people behind it. A totally rusty chimney pincer. No one will notice.
Hey! I could swear that I heard something.
Dumb as toast.
And that's the day you'll get your next cocktail.
This awful smoke in here is stinking the whole place up. There really should be a law to ban smoking in bars. Hey, this stinking table wobbles too! It stinks!
A very thin glass shard. That won't work. That won't work.
It's better if you keep it.
But they really got some far-out hookahs.
Well, I guess that it's good time to be heading off to pay my respects to your... Oh, for Pete's sake! Now there's a draft in here as well.
I've been informed that you're well in the red with him too.
Can't a guy get something to drink around here?
First pay your tab.
Looks like somebody's broken that window.
This awful smoking here is stinking the whole place up. There really should be a law to ban smoking in bars. Hey, this stinking table wobbles too. It stinks!
There are some people behind it. That won't work. It's already broken. There are some people behind it. That won't work.
But I'm a regular.
I wouldn't mind taking the weight off, but I have to get the Ankh back into my possession first.
At all.
A solid bar table.
Well, Cairo's a multicultural city.
Multi what, E?
Shut up, Rasaltin. It was worth bringing along this fine apple tobacco.
Someday I'll be stinking rich again.
This is a good replacement for the record needle. A song is playing.
Well, I guess that it's good time to be heading off to pay my respects to your rival, the wine man.
I've been informed that you're well in the red with him too.
Can't a guy get something to drink?
This awful smoking here is stinking the whole place up. There really should be a law to ban smoking in bars. Hey, this stinking table wobbles too. It stinks!
Hey, no outside cocktails in my bar.
Damn, she saw it.
Just let me know when you want to buy something.
Not bad at all. Thanks, Assil. Oh, how I yearn for a table that doesn't wobble. Oh, how I yearn for a table that doesn't wobble.
I get the strange feeling that they smoke some strange stuff in Cairo.
But they really got some far-out hookahs.
Somehow it doesn't look like it's Egyptian at all.
Well, Cairo's a multicultural city.
Multi what, E? Oh no!
Shut
Now the
up,
flies are belly
Rasaltin.
flopping into our nice beer.
First pay your tab.
But I'm a regular.
Swell. The table doesn't wobble anymore.
What good are regular customers who are regularly broke?
Someday I'll be stinking rich again.
And that's the day you'll get your
Thanks
next
for the
cocktail.
admission ticket.
Well, I guess that it's good time to be heading off to pay my respects to your rival.
Never misses out. I really have to know where the guys are who stole the Ankh.
Because of you, Polly's gone completely nuts. I'm not speaking another word to you. I've been informed that you're well in the red with him too.
Come on, this here is an in-crowd bar. The people like me, so you should like me too.
Oh, really? So the people like you? Hey, boys, what do you think of him?
Assil is a good dude.
Him? Great guy!
The guy's all right.
Who is that again?
Fair enough. You've certainly won the sympathy of the guests. Looks like I'll have to forgive you for the business with Polly.
Great! That means that you'll talk to me again?
Sure. What do you want to know?
Where did the thieves of the Ankh flee to?
The two chumps first got smashed on cocktails, then started gabbing about old graveyards. Maybe you can find them there. Here's their glass.
What should I do with the glass?
No idea. I thought you wanted to play detective. I'm sure there are fingerprints on it. Is there anything else that I can do for you?
Tell me, how do I get to the graveyard?
You'll find a dark alley close to the palace gate. You can get to the graveyard from there. However, it's hard to see the door at night.
Thanks. I have to be off now.
Have fun.
I freed the glowworms. I caught the glowworms in the cocktail glass. Path to the plaza. I can't see. I've built a lamp. And so I found you, and now I'm going to take back my Ankh.
Did you think that was all?
But Ankh 1 was just as short, is what everyone said.
Finally, I will once again be able to enter the world of the living.
Will you be quiet now? Some people have to work early in the morning!
There's still something that I need that will allow me to re-enter the world of the living. And that's my heart.
What kind of heart?
My heart, which my arch-enemy Seth once ripped off me. It sits, throbbing, in an unknown place somewhere in Egypt. And my servant will retrieve it. Through the powers of the Ankh, I will now send him into your world. And he will find my heart and prepare for my triumphant resurrection.
But I thought that we were your servants.
Yes, of course. That's who you are. My chief executive servant is sure to find some kind of good use for you.
Ah, that sounds all right.
We should lob banana peels at the pharaoh again. Everyone was howling with laughter when the sedan hit the floor.
But since our attack, bananas have been banned. A fruit dealer was locked up, and the pharaoh still reigns.
We have to do something that's even nastier.
Yes, we'll steal the trophy for the big game.
There'd be nothing more embarrassing than the pharaoh standing without a trophy at the award ceremony. Then the people will really have had enough of him.
Okay, but we have to find out exactly where the trophy is being kept. In the palace.
Well, it just so happens that I know where the trophy is located in the palace.
What? Who are you?
Let's just say I'm an old acquaintance of Assil, who is now hanging round with the daughter of the pharaoh.
With the daughter of the pharaoh? And I thought he'd... well, it doesn't matter.
And why do you want to help us?
Just to help myself. I mean, because I'm a helpful human being who can't stand the pharaoh either.
I get it. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Even if he looks like a criminal and is sure to bring a great calamity with him.
All right, then tell us where this secret entrance is. Friends, we're breaking into the palace.
For the revolution!